All right, here we are again in the garage, and let's see if we can get this done. Triage garage, it's not so much the projects of the vehicles, it's whatever needs doctoring. And this fan here needs a little doctoring. Now, this is the slowest setting, but it's not spinning all that fast, and it's got a major drag and just doesn't spin freely. So what we're gonna do is fix it. Well, try and fix it. My wife, watch all these videos, the guy's doing stuff one-handed. I get it. It's like, oh, well, why don't you just get a new camera? Well, I didn't know I was going to be doing videos. So, let's see if we can capture this being clever. And it ain't gonna happen. I was trying to capture it under my chin. All right. Aha. All right, so fans, not real expensive, but I paid money for this, and it sounds like it might be being cheap or whatnot, but if I pay for something, I expect it to work. Now, my wife will say, you got your money's worth out of it. This is not the first time I've done this. So let's see if we can do this. Well, like I said, she says that I should just buy a new one, which is roughly 30 bucks, whatever. But that's a tank of gas. And if it's broken, I'm not hurting it. I mean, yes, it was still working, but it wasn't working right. And sorry, I'm trying to keep the stuff in frame. Again, doing this one-handed, but they're not that hard to come apart. Just keep your shit together, stuff, whatever. All right, we need. Come on. Oh. And yes, I'm still plugged. Now I'm safe. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Like I said, I can be clever about this. I need. There we go. There. Oh. That could be part of the dragging too. Stuff gets, well, I live in the country, so stuff gets dusty, stuff gets dirty. Let's, seriously, trying to do this looking through the camera and at the same time. All right, well, you kind of get the gist of this. I'm going to get this apart, and then I'll be right back. Okay. All right, you see how it's all burnt? There's zero lubrication in there, and that's what's causing the drag, and as it keeps going, it'll heat up and cause further drag, till eventually, as you can tell, it's scored, it'll start screaming. Anyways, that little roll pin I'm going to try and pop out and get the shaft completely out. All right, as you can see, it cleaned up pretty good. Still pretty scored where the bearings actually ride. I'm not sure how many times I can bring this back to life, but well, it's not broken until it doesn't work anymore, so I'm not doing any harm by trying to figure it out. Gonna check out this bearing and clean this up as well. As I'm looking at this, I think that's more of a bushing than a bearing. And well, getting it all dirty from. I made a little spike, and I'm pushing it in and twirling it around. Doing okay. It's cleaning up. Okay, it's all cleaned up, and I blasted it with some of the carb cleaner, just because I want a nice clean surface when I apply this grease. And this fan, I'm not sure how long a fan is supposed to last, but I do believe I've had this for, I don't know, 4 years. All right, now a slight conundrum. I mean, I have some, when you pick stuff up and you don't realize this, I'm not sure how old this is, but it's still good. And yes, I did work it to make sure that it's not separated, and it's not. But I also remember grabbing this for whatever reason. And I'm kind of curious if I shouldn't use this, if there's any little nicks and stuff, it should fill up in there. Well, if it doesn't work, I can always take it apart and put the grease on it. I think I'm going to try this first. I know Pinewood Derby racers put this on the wheels of their little cars for an extra little cheat. It keeps stuff spinning pretty good, so I think I'm gonna try this. Okay, we're most of the way back together, and don't do this at home, kids. Powering up, and well, I can feel it, and it does appear to be going faster. And it seems to be gliding a lot longer before it comes to rest. So I think it'll work for a little while.